Welcome, welcome, race fans. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV. We are remote, we are live, we are somewhere in America, broadcasting to you from the Big Wizard TV studios via cell phone. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for this race this race here at Zandvoort, Circuit Zandvoort. We have about 14 drivers on the racetrack right now. This is going to be the JNR Craftworks GT3 Contender Series. And these guys are out there and really putting down some good laps. We've got quite a few drivers out here, a couple new ones. Looks like Matty Parker is on the top of the charts with Greg Prochnow right behind him, Doug Wright, Michael Mooney up there in the top 5, along with Sean Williams. Joe Fierro, Jeff Wyatt, Jeff Peters, Josh Emerson, Alex Good are all in the top 10. We're just getting this thing rolling here and just getting started. I am in the very remote studio from the back of my car at the moment. The racers are on track. They are in the session. Let me jump over to their Discord server, and we'll talk to them here as we go. Hey guys, Ron in the broadcast booth. We are live on the air. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Hey, Ronnie.
Can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? Hey, now.
Take your fingers out of your ears.
No kidding. All right, looks like we're out there and moving. Everybody's out driving around, and we got a bunch of Porsches on the racetrack tonight. It's like Maddie and Greg both in the Porsche. Doug, fastest Ferrari so far. Practice session is about 13 minutes or so left in it. I'm going to go check into the hotel and get up to my room and see if I have internet. And hopefully I'll be back for the rest of the race. But 12 minutes left or so in the practice session. Then we'll do a qualifying, sprint, and the feature. You guys are live and rolling, so I'll be back in just a few. Audio chat. Can't hear anything from audio on the from the chat room and broadcast.
We were all quiet.
Everyone was concentrating.
Well, something.
Can you hear me now?
Well, we can continue to chat, and then we can nonsensically talk about Stair Fittings Incorporated and Grandpa's Kitchen and JNR Craftworks. But I don't know why we would want to talk about sponsors, especially someone that's long-winded about some of this stuff. I mean, if you really want to talk to JNR Craftworks, get in contact with,
He
Jeff
doesn't want to
JNR.
talk to you, though.
Yeah, but whenever we talk to him, we're spending money. So, and then Stair Fittings Incorporated. We always want to talk to them there, and we have a wonderful person always answering the phone out there. She's excellent at what she does. Although she's concentrating on driving a car really quick right now, I think. And then, we have Big Wizurd on Big Wizard TV, Ron, and all of that. Is that your radio check good enough there, Ron? Gosh, I hope so. Because I could have spent, that time practicing doing another lap.
I heard rumor that JNR Craftworks can make you a faster driver. Is that true?
That's not true. I've ordered that. I've yet to receive that.
What it can do is let you put trophies on your shelf that makes people think you're faster.
Oh,
Yeah, I have 174 trophies on my wall. I haven't won a single one of them. I actually have a drawer full of ribbons that I've won from races. They were all slot car races, lower level, so you know. You can make people think you're quick.
oh, sorry, Uncle Don.
Whoops. Sorry, Greg. I must have hit the bricks.
No, you just braked harder than I was expecting, so that's on me, not you.
He likes to break.
Actually, if you want to give me a push as you go around, that's okay.
Okay, so this baseline hint that somebody threw out earlier is awesome.
Yeah, really.
Huge
Oh,
difference.
just. Oh, just.
You gotta charge for that. That's the hottest tip of the day for me.
Hey, you generally, if you haven't got a setup, you generally just use baseline on these sort of things. They're generally pretty good across the board. Generally, this all fixed setup. The fixer's a bit clunky on here, I found.
I just thought about what track is most similar to this track, and the only one I could think of was VIR. So I just used my VIR setup and did one minor tweak to it, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, that's what I'll try to do. Find a track that looks similar.
This is a really fun track. I like this.
We're glad that we forced you to buy it last week and didn't wait till today to buy it.
I wish I'd have been practicing it this week. It's a fun track.
Has a lot of challenges on it. A lot of turns that are fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, Don. We didn't hit each other.
Wow, Dom and Maddie within .04.
I got rid of it. Didn't help me at all. Appreciate the thought, but I didn't do very good. I don't know if I'm gonna last in this thing. Just drop out. Oh, I hit the black flag. Oh, yep. Imagine that. Black flag. Alrighty. I'll just keep it. What I want is a blue flag.
If you want to go, Ryan, go ahead.
No, I'm just out of that lab. You're good.
Yeah, well, that's me too. I was trying to kind of spread us out some.
Hello?
Take the corner so freaking badly. Why don't you just drive around backwards?
Got where I was on the track.
Sorry, Maddie.
Dude. Ah,
Trying to get out of your way.
just pull over, dude. Right, stay on the race line.
Welcome, race fans. Hey, we're back. We are back. Hopefully we'll stay live here. We've got plenty of technical difficulties going on, but we are running, we are live, and we are racing. And we are at Circuit Zandvoort. This is Ron. I am in the Big Wizard TV broadcast studios remote, coming to you from the state of Maryland today. And we are running here at the East to West Racing's GT3 Challenge, or JNR Craftworks GT3 Contender Series. And let me go through the points here. We're in qualifying right now. As we're watching everybody drive around, let me switch over to the right screen so I can see what is up. Yeah, we're live, we're going, we're active here. And yep, qualifying has begun. We've got I think everything's running pretty good right now. We'll keep an eye on it here. Oh, I need to make sure I adjust who we're watching here. I don't want to watch the same car all night. Make sure that gets adjusted. A little bit different when you work from the remote studios. Hey, work happens, life happens, and every once in a while you're on the road. We're watching Aunt Karen out in the Porsche tonight. First run for her in the Porsche in the number 16. Greg Prochnow has taken the top spot in qualifying so far with a 133.7. Maddie Parker 134. Joe Fierro only a couple laps in by the looks of it. We still got about 5.5 minutes left to go in the qualifying session, and we have some unknown number of drivers that I can't see because my screen's blocked. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, 16. 15? Looks like 15 drivers on the racetrack tonight. Should be a lot of fun. It says 16 up there, but I'm only seeing 15. It might be counting me, but I'm not actually in the session. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. We got a lot of action for you. Let's go through real quick some points and see where everybody's at. JNR Craftworks GT3 Contender Series. This is race number 6. After 5, Brett Fay has the point. He is leading the points by 5 points over me, who is not racing. I'm not there. So let's see where that goes tonight. We do get a couple of drops, so it shouldn't be too bad. Brett hasn't got a lap in quite yet. We'll see when he gets one in. But Greg Prochnow in 3rd, and he's only 89 points back behind me, 94 off the lead. And you can get like 450 points in a weekend here on one of these GT3 Contender Series races sponsored by JNR Craftworks. So you can get that in and have plenty of points to move in front. I'll drop considerably. I'll probably drop back to 6th or 7th after today's race, but then be able to gain those points back up when everybody gets their drops, because that's going to be one of my drops will be tonight. Let's see. So that's Brett Fay, myself, Greg, Sean, Mooney, Jeff Wyatt, Ryan Fry, Tyler Greger, Doug Wright, and Jeff Peters are the top 10 in the series right now. Most of those guys have, looks like 4 at least races. Some have 5 race weekends, not everybody. But this one should be pretty intense here tonight. I can swing over and see what's going on, maybe with the chat. You guys can chat away tonight since I'm in here. We can try to keep up with comments as we go. I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching the race action. I'll try to stay on top of things. I do have a couple limitations from where I'm at, but we'll get through them. We'll get through them. Be on here and be in racing. We got 2.5 minutes left in the qualifying session. And I want to shout out to our sponsor, Stair Fittings Incorporated, for sponsoring Big Wizard TV and keeping us here on the air. Appreciate those guys. Information on how to get a hold of Stair Fittings and find their products for your home down in the description of this broadcast. Also, JNR Craftworks, makers of trophies and fine artwork, crafts. But they make iRacing trophies and special awards. We use them here in the league at the end of every series of every, like the Contender series, the GT3 Challenge, the Piston Cup, all those series at the end of those seasons. Each time a trophy will be sent out. Sometimes they're just small trophies for short seasons, and sometimes they're pretty big. Sometimes they're pretty nice and fancy trophies. We've seen some good ones go out. JNR Craftworks always coming up with something special and something new and different for the East to West Racing League. As Josh goes off, gathers that back up. Oh, and he tags on to somebody there. I don't know who that was alongside him. I think that was Dom Ford. That looked like Dom's car. Dom's out there trying to show that he's not the fastest guy on the planet with very little success. He's very, very fast. All right, let's get you plugged in and hooked up so we don't lose power. My mobile station here going. Everybody's having a good night tonight. Everybody's having a good time. We're out here watching a little racing action. And power outlets that time forgot. Time forgot to replace when they got worn out. That's what time forgot. All right. We're back. We're going. Greg Prochnow still out front in the points. Maddie Parker still right behind Joe Fierro. Oh, there's a little incident with Uncle Don in the turn 1 hairpin. That was Greg Prochnow. I'm not sure if Greg hit him there. I think Uncle Don may have just spun. He may have had help. Not sure exactly. Didn't catch the beginning of that. It's going to be hard to do replays here tonight. But we are lining up. It is time to get it going here. We are about to start the 15-minute sprint race. And we've got them lined up. Greg Prochnow on the front row there with Maddie Parker will be on the inside there. He's not quite shown up on the track quite yet. And Jeff Wyatt, Doug Wright, Michael Mooney here there in the top 5. We'll be getting going here in just a moment. They're going to line them up, and as soon as the last car hits the grid, they'll take off. They've got 3 cars still not yet on the grid, and once those cars get on there, should go. Now, you can set everything you want here. All the fuel and everything else you can set manually. You can tell it how much fuel you want. You can do your setups. You can change downforce. You can change like cambers and casters. You can do all that in this series. It's allowed. They're not fixed setups, so you can set the car up any way you want. Everybody was saying that since this is a new track and 2 of the cars that are mostly used in the series are new cars, there's not a lot of setups out there for them. So. Which is true, but there's always something you can find. We'll see how they go here. Still waiting for Dom Ford, Alex Good, and Brett Fay to join the grid. They do have about 2 minutes total time, so it should be getting down here to 0 here. They're going to run out of time, and they're going to be not included in the race. That is, of course, assuming that I'm looking at everything live, because I could be frozen. As they have started, as you can see, and I couldn't, Greg Prochnow gets the great jump. Maddie Parker right behind Jeff Wyatt, Michael Mooney, Alex Good at the top 5 as they come around through, I can't pronounce those turns. We'll call it turn 7. down into the right-hander turn 8 and then into the hairpin. This hairpin here, turn 9, is a tricky corner. It's very deceiving. It doesn't look like a hairpin as you approach it, but it definitely is. Three Porsches up front. That Porsche in third, that's Jeff Wyatt in the 86. Oh, as Aunt Karen goes around, tags the wall. Whoa, and that was a close one there from Matty Parker. Jeff Wyatt slowed up Jeff a little bit. I think he had to hit the binders. Wasn't planning on that driving line there. Looks like Dom has missed the grid as well as possibly Brett. Yeah, Brett also missed the grid. So the 95 and the 44 not on the racetrack. Everybody else is cruising. Greg is at the front, followed by Matty, Jeff, Mooney, Alex, Ryan, Josh, JP, Doug, and Sean running in the top 10 as they all go through turn 1 almost together. A little break between Greg and Matty and then back to Jeff, about a second. It's still fairly close together, everybody right there, and it looks like maybe... No, that's Mooney right behind Jeff. He's trying to hang with him, and then Alex is on Mooney's tail there. Alex in the purple and white Ferrari. You can see him there, top running Ferrari in the field. To go back quickly to Jeff Peters in the 66 Porsche 911 GT3 R992. And back to Alex Good. Probably switch over and control the camera myself to keep it from bouncing all over the place. It's harder for me to see from that screen, so let's see if we can go see what's going on up here at the point. As it looks to me like Greg's got a little bit of a jump here and getting away a little bit. He's starting to pull away, and Matty's trying to chase, and Jeff Wyatt back there in third is falling back a little bit now. 2.5 seconds back behind Matty. These guys up front are flying. This is finishing up lap number 2 as Greg comes across the line. And he is now pulled out to a 2.7 second lead. Jeff Wyatt here in third spot in the 86 car, JNR Craftworks sponsored. Jeff is the J in JNR Craftworks. Matty looks like he's slowing a little bit. He was getting away, and now Jeff has caught him. I don't know if there's something going on, if Matty's got an issue with the car, or if he's just Jeff's just reeling him in. Mooney right behind, you can see him, and then Alex, and then Ryan right there in P6. But this battle here for second kind of heating up as Greg's pulling away. Go back here to Mooney for a minute and watch him. He's staying out in front of Alex Good. These guys are pretty much in a row. Nobody's really battling for position at the moment. Although Jeff goes way wide, and that's going to make an opportunity here, as that lets Matty get away and Mooney catch up. It's going to be closer here. We'll keep an eye on this one for a minute, because maybe what happened to Matty last lap just happened to Jeff this lap. When Mooney's got it figured out, when Mooney's on track and after he's done a few laps, he is really fast. So he's going to be able to pressure Jeff here and learn from him and see if he can get around him. I have to admit, Jeff is not the easiest guy to get around. Here goes Mooney into turn 1. Has he got this position? Not quite. Jeff stays out front, but oh, Jeff goes wide there. Mooney takes the inside line. And actually, Jeff's going to have the advantage going into turn 3 here as he take the next corner. Oh! Mooney into the wall. Was that contact? Or did he just spin? I don't have my rewind buttons. But that drops Mooney way back. Puts him back to P9. Jeff also stumbled there and let Alex
and Ryan by. Alex moves up to P3. Ryan to P4. Josh Emerson now leading this little pack of cars here, running in P6. He's got himself, JP, Sean Williams, and now Michael Mooney there together with him. Let's see if any permanent damage happened there to Mooney's car. See if he has the ability to get back up. He has Doug right on his tail. So he's got company back there. He didn't get out of the woods at all with that spin. He's got a lot of work to do to catch back up. Let's go through the field. Greg out front with a pretty decent lead now over Matty Parker. Matty coming to us not every week. He doesn't race with us every week, but really fast driver, a lot of fun to have on the racetrack. Good guy. From down under, Australia. Very fast race car driver. Alex Good in the 79, sporting the Ferrari. Keeping the Ferrari in the top three here. Was a little wide there, but he's pulling away from fourth place Ryan here in the 616 Merc with all kinds of company there from Jeff Wyatt. Jeff dropped back after an incident there with Mooney. And these guys nose to tail. But they're not the only ones nose to tail. If we drop back to Josh. Whoops. Okay, we drop back to JP, who's got Sean Williams and Michael Mooney. Mooney taking a peek on the inside of Sean Williams. Nothing there, but he's going to try to stay low on the inside here. It's a good move. If he can make it stick, as long as Sean doesn't swing out wide and we don't freeze up our stream so I can't see what's going on. The danger of broadcasting remotely is not being able to see what's going on when the system locks up. But from what I can see here, Sean has managed to keep Mooney behind him, and JP is still in front of both of them. No changes in the order right now. This battle here for P7, and then we've got the battle up for P4. Ryan currently has it, and Jeff currently wants it. Jeff not able to get enough of a run down that front straight with the draft to get by him. Doesn't seem to have the line carved out there to be able to get by and going into turn one. It's probably one of the best passing places on this racetrack. Nothing doing this time as Ryan still stays out in front. Oh, and there's a little bobble, a little tiny bobble there from Sean Williams. Lets Mooney get alongside through the S's here, coming up to the hard braking zone. Let's see if anything happens. No, he tucks back in line. Stays behind Sean for another lap. Go back to our buddy Joe. not having the race weekend he was looking for. He's in the back. He is in P11 out there turning laps. And he has got, I believe that might be the lap car of Uncle Don right in front of him. That is Uncle Don, who must have had some trouble already, as he is a lap down to the leaders. 2 laps down. Oh, and he's into the wall hard. Uncle Don's got some new controls. He's learning some new steering and braking controls. He is, in fact, 81 years old and still out here on the racetrack. Does not hear well. Well, let's just put it this way. He doesn't hear at all. I mean, he's still out there pushing it, trying. I hope I can still be racing when I'm 81. So nice job, Uncle Don. He does have steering wheel control, gas, and brake to help him out. And Karen here, running in P13. Yeah, Brett and Dom did not take the checker flag. Not really sure why. Back up front, we are on lap 8 of 9. So one more time around as they cross the line. And Greg has this one well in hand as Maddie's trying to keep up. Alex and Ryan battling, and there's a change in position. Mooney does finally get by Sean Williams. And that is for P8. All right. Rocking and rolling. Greg, one more time around, Greg. Goes through turn 1. Pretty much all by himself at the moment. 3-second gap back to the second place driver, Maddie Parker. Both these guys in the Porsche. Alex Good running in the Ferrari. Ryan Fry right behind in the Mercedes, and another Porsche with Jeff Wyatt right behind him. Jeff's last chance here to make something happen. Ryan currently has the best transfer spot. The 4th position starts on the pole for the next race. So if Ryan can hold on to it, he doesn't get the most points, that's going to go to the winner of the sprint, and that's going to be, by the looks of it, Greg Bruckdown. Unless he has a problem here in the last little hook here. I don't know if you call that a chicane or a hook. A hairpin, a chicane hairpin, not really sure. But there he is, Greg Bruckdown coming around the final corner, final set of corners. And down the long front straightaway here. Start-finish line about halfway down the straightaway, so you can get a run on somebody and get a draft if you're close enough. He is, however, not anywhere near anyone else. So Greg Procnow takes the win. Maddie Parker in second spot. Alex in third. We'll see what happens here as Ryan holding on to fourth here. Jeff going to try to use the draft coming in, but nothing doing. As Ryan goes across the line in fourth and Jeff Wyatt in fifth. The rest of the field, Josh Emerson, Jeff Peters, Michael Mooney, Sean Williams, Doug Wright. And it's getting a little old, getting locked up constantly here. But this will be going on all night. So hey, let's hang out together and get used to it. Because it's not going to change anytime soon. As we go to the end of the sprint. So we're going to reverse the top 4. We're going to throw Ryan Fry and Alex Good on the front row, Maddie Parker and Greg Procnow on row 2. We're going to do it again. And why am I continually locking up? Signal says it's good. Signal shows is good. Stream shows good. My ability to see it shows bad. All right, so a little 3-minute warm up here. Everybody can take a little break, get a glass of water or whatever you're drinking, and we'll get ready for the feature. Gonna be interesting to see what happens here with Greg and Maddie being as quick as they are. Now we're gonna throw Ryan and the number 79 of Alex Good in front of them. We'll see if those two Porsches are as fast as they were before with someone else in front of them on the racetrack. It's about 2 minutes to go in the warm-up. And then we'll jump into the feature here in just a minute. Partner in crime's missing, and I'm remote. So we are flying low here on the broadcast radar. See how it works out. All right. Still going on the warm-up for about 45 more seconds. Then we're going to line them up again. We're going to take the green flag and run the sprint race. Couple guys driving home. Actually, just Greg driving around getting some practice in, but he's running out of time here. Greg's time is up, and they are going to line him up now. I got to get over to the other camera section so I can control what we're looking at. And there we go. You can see them starting to line up on the grid. The cars start to fill their spots. People have to get their fuel adjusted and anything else they want to change before the race. Once the race session starts, you're no longer able to change. Once you get in the car, you're no longer able to change any more settings except for the in-car settings, which would include things like brake bias and traction control settings, things like that. Keep an eye on the front here. Keep an eye on Ryan as they launch. Getting ready to go green. Standing starts here. Should go green here in just a second. There it is. The green lights are on. The car's in motion. Oh, Alex gets a great jump in that Ferrari. Oh, as well as the number 86 there. Also gets a great jump. Can he hang on around the outside of Greg Prock now? He can't. Oh, he loses it. Cannot. Jeff Wyatt had a good run there, but was not able to hang on. And Alex Good is taking the point. It looks like Ryan and Maddie going to battle out for a second. Maddie's going to get that spot, and that puts that is the number 48. I believe that's the number 48 right there. Joe Fierro has moved up into 4th position. So yeah, we got really good battles, and Mooney's right behind him in 5th. So as we start this new sequence here, the new feature with the inverted top four, we've got Alex Good out front, Matty Parker, Ryan Fry, Joe Fierro, Michael Mooney, and then Greg Prochnow back in sixth. It looks like Uncle Don has dropped out of the session, and a few drivers never showed up for it. So after we get across the line this first time, all the orders and numbers and everything will be in the right order. They're right now lined up on the standings as how they started. They've got to get across the line for that timing to fix itself, which is coming up right now in two corners. They're in turn 13 now and coming around to the start finish. And it looks to me like the 79 of Alex Good has got this figured out, as he is, nope, he's been passed now. Matty Parker takes the line first. So Matty's out front. Got that pass done on lap one. Takes the lead, and he's got Alex Good, followed by Ryan Fry. Joe Fierro pushing hard here in the black multicolored BMW. And he has Mooney right behind him. Ryan takes all the curb, all the corner. And I think Joe had to back out of it a little bit there because he was hoping to use that outside line, and Ryan was saying, nope, no sir, no thank you. And the 88 has had a problem again, and he has dropped back behind Greg Prochnow. Greg back up to fifth, but Mooney was right there behind Joe and had a problem, and he's dropped back. So Greg has his work cut out for him, the winner of the sprint race back here in P5, and he's got a gap, and there's a gaggle back here with everybody bunched up together. That's Jeff Wyatt and Jeff Peters going side by side into turn 10. Looks like Jeff Wyatt got the best of that one, as he's trying to move back up the field as well. He is currently in P9. Following Sean Williams. Looks like most of the action has calmed down now. Let's see if Alex can hang on the tail of Matty Parker. As there goes Matty into turn one. Alex, followed by Ryan and Joe, are your top four. I believe this battle here for third is going to be one to watch for a little bit. Although Ryan's usually really fast, Joe seemed to be really super hard and pushing on that first lap. Now they're on lap 3, and there's a little bit of a gap now between him and Ryan for that last podium spot. Tires should be all warmed up. Everybody should be running optimal times now. As now you just have to try to pick your spot. Can you find, and there's Jeff going wide. And Sean Williams into the wall. Jeff loses a spot. Sean goes into the wall. And he's going to have to tow that sucker back to the pit lane, I think. No, he's going to try to drive it back, but definitely not in good condition there. He's having a little trouble getting that thing back to the pit, so he'll have to probably take a stop. Hopefully it's soon enough for him to top off. These guys shouldn't have to top off. They should have enough fuel going all the way through the end. In the next race, we'll need to have fuel put in the car, and that'll have some impact on where they all land. Because then if you have an incident during the race, it depends on when you can get your fuel and see if you can recover or if it's just a total wipeout. Jeff Wyatt drops back. And Mooney has dropped way back. And Uncle Don is on the racetrack. I thought I saw him grayed out, but maybe not. As Josh Emerson has a problem. And he falls back behind Jeff Peters and Jeff Wyatt. And now he's got Doug Wright on his tail. And that lets Jeff Wyatt start to pull away from this little pack here. Jeff here in the red Porsche, now with some clean track in front of him. has a 7-second gap to Greg Prochnow. Now, Greg won the last race, and he has caught this battle for third. Greg has caught up with Joe Fierro and Ryan Fry here. Let's see if he can make a three-way battle here for third. Just until third there, Siri girl. You got the phone listening in to every conversation we have. Just so you know, they're all watching. Everybody's watching. Here goes Greg. Does he have room to make this pass? Can I do it without locking up? Can I even start talking to you without having a problem with the signal to not show me what's going on? They stay in line as they go down into turn one. Yeah, there are little blips, aren't there? Oh, there shouldn't be blips. There shouldn't be blips. Hopefully that's just my viewing of the stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes as they keep on rolling. Maddie Parker out front. Alex Good in second spot. And then this battle here for third place, which is Ryan Fry and Greg Prochnow, who got by Joe Fierro. And it looks like he's going to try to do the same thing to Ryan if he can. 3 different lines going through turn 10 there. Greg's got the line. He's got a run on him down into turn 11. This is a hard braking zone and a tight hairpin. And everybody leaves room and everybody makes it through. Whoa, Greg loses it. Oh, and he tags the wall. Oh, Ryan stays in P3. Thwarts another challenger. As Greg in the 2-1-2, he's got it straightened out, pulls right out in front of Doug Wright and Josh Emerson. They've managed to get by safely and keep going. Speaking of Josh Emerson, here he is in P7. Goes wide, coming out of turn 14, or going through the hairpin to turn 1. He's going to lose that spot to Greg Prochnow. Just like that, just hands it right back to him. He hung onto the car, though, so good job there. But that's going to make this gap here on lap 6 of 19, this gap now back to Greg Prochnow, 27 seconds from the leader. I don't think that's going to be surmountable here, and I think Maddie, unless he has an issue, is going to be able to hold off the competitors here. He's probably going to run away with this one, as his competitor from the sprint race is back mired up in traffic. Alex Good in the 79 started on the outside of the front row and is holding on to P2. He is really pushing and doing well out here. 5 seconds off the lead. Now, this battle could heat up as the race moves on, as you've got number 616. That's Ryan Fry. He is in P3. He's got Joe Fierro still behind him. But are they gaining only 2.5 seconds back from Alex Good? Are they gaining on Alex to try to make that battle for second instead of the battle for third? Sean Williams did not go to the pit lane. He did not go to the pits. Mooney did. Mooney may have done a drive-through or some contact he did early on. But Sean had that incident, spun around, did not go into the pit lane. So he's still going. He's still going, rocking and rolling out there. This is the time when you're watching the race, you know, Sunday night after Halloween, and you're wishing you would have raided the kids' candy, you know, before you left for your work trip, so you'd had some with you, but you didn't. So now you're looking around the room thinking, I wonder if they left any candy here in the room from Halloween. They didn't. They didn't, just so you know. They did not. Back up to the point. 199 out front. Ryan Fry still holding on to second. Joe Fierro. Wait a minute. Alex Good in second. Well, thought something was wrong there. Ryan in third. Joe Fierro not right behind anymore, but Joe Fierro in fourth. Looks like Ryan's got that Mercedes hooked up and going as he's moving away and pulling a little gap there to the fourth place driver. Fifth place belongs to Jeff Wyatt. Little issue early on, but is still moving. Still gaining spots, or at least gaining time. Might be able to catch up and make a little battle there for P4 with Joe. As Greg Prochnow has caught Jeff Peters and JP holding him off at the moment. Greg around the outside. Oh, and Jeff doesn't really want to give him a whole lot of room. Didn't really have to there. It looks like that was enough, though, as Greg gets to the outside on that exit. Let's see if he can hold on. Jeff goes a little wide, takes that a little fast, but manages to stay out front. Nice move. And good defense here. We'll see what happens under braking. Jeff staying out in the front of that battle. That is the battle right there for P7, P6 and 7. These two on the racetrack. Right now, this is where the action is. Matty Parker out front, Alex Good in second, Ryan Fry followed by Joe Fierro. This Jeff Wyatt is in front of these guys. Now, this is Jeff Peters and Greg Prochnow. This is the battle for sixth. Greg gets a run and then loses the run and then gets a run again. We'll see if he can do anything down the front straight as they're coming across turn 14 now. See if he can use the draft and get by on this lap. It doesn't look like he's got anything for him on the straightaway here. We'll see if he's got it under braking. Oh, and he does. He dives down deep. Can JP catch the under over? He cannot. Greg takes off and takes the spot. That is spot gain by Greg Prochnow. That puts him back up to P6. Let's go from the top here. Matty. Alex in the Ferrari. Battle here starting to heat up again between the 616 and the 48. That's Ryan Fry in third and Joe Fierro in the 48. Oh, Joe takes the inside of that turn 10, gets a good run. I don't know if he can hold on to it into 11, though. 11's a really hard braking zone. I think the position here is best had by Ryan. It is, as long as he can hang on to it. And does, and holds off Joe one more time. Is that battle for third heating up? Halfway through the race here, we're on lap 9 of 19, coming around to finish this one up. Ryan Fry leading Joe Fierro for third. Joe drives into turn one. That's a really deep move, late move into turn one. Can he hang on? Ryan around the outside doesn't give any extra space. Joe driving aggressive, but still driving clean. Tries to get on the inside, but couldn't hang on to it. And Ryan stays in third. Looks like Joe's got a really fast car in that BMW, but not able to make the pass. The Mercedes just holding on. Mercedes is quick. Big V8 engine in that thing. Biggest engine in the class. But then he's got weight penalties. So that's probably what's bogging him down in the straightaway. Especially with Joe and the little lightweight BMW catching him in that draft. Turns 8 and 9 into the hairpin. Joe hard on the brakes. Really close to the bumper there. Not able to get a run on the exit of these corners. We'll see how he does coming around through this section. It's usually a place where people try to make a pass, but Joe does not do it that time. And just staying content behind him as they go down into turn 11. last lap. That's where I thought he was going to get him, but was not able to finish the pass. And here we go down into 13 and 14. We'll see if Joe tries it again on this lap. He doesn't seem to be as close as he was last time. He shouldn't be able to catch up into turn 1, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If he comes back from this far back, he's going to make a huge dive for it. See if he can get into turn 1 ahead of Ryan. Not really advisable, and Joe catches up, but does not close enough to make that dive. And Joe stays in P4. Right behind these guys, Jeff Wyatt in the 86 car. JNR Craftworks sponsored car. Running in P5. He's got a gap in front of him and a gap behind him. Jeff Wyatt all by himself out there running his own race. He's got 6 seconds to the guys in front and 8 seconds to the guys behind. So he is kind of out there doing his thing. Greg Prochnow had got by Jeff Peters and has now moved away from him, but still right there in P6. Jeff Peters in the 66 car. Running in P7. No, he's not. Jeff Peters may have had a problem because Mooney is in P7. This is why you go through the field so you see what's going on. Mooney in 7th, Josh Emerson in 8th, Sean Williams in 9th, Aunt Karen in P10. Aunt Karen's still on the lead lap. Running a great race tonight. She did a really good job last night in the Piston Cup Series. But this lady is figuring it out. She is rocking and rolling out here. She has got P10 down and is holding on to that spot. Running the Porsche. I think that's the first time in the Porsche for her this season. A lot of drivers liking that Porsche. They're saying it's a pretty solid, stable car. As Maddie comes around turn 8 and 9, turns 8 and 9. Out in front by a substantial 11-second margin now over Alex Good. Ryan Fry. Alex also more or less by himself for a little bit, but Ryan Fry, I can tell you, is not alone. He's still not alone. Joe Fierro is still on his tail, trying to get by. Is Joe faster? Maybe. Don't know. Can't get by Ryan. Not faster enough. Joe Fierro in P5. Jeff Wyatt, P6. Greg Prochnow, P7. I'm off. Joe Fierro's in P4. Jeff Wyatt's in P5. Greg Prochnow's in P6. Michael Mooney's in P7. Josh Emerson in P8. Sean Williams in P9, followed by Aunt Karen in 10th position. At least it's not locking up anymore. It's a good thing. Really good run there by Joe coming off of turn 3. Is he going to make it work with the S? Oh, was that contact? That may have been contact. Ryan goes off in the grass. That may have been contact. Joe Fierro takes over the spot. We'll see if he comes in and does a drive-through. That may not have been the best clean pass of the night. Oh, and Ryan pulls it over and parks it. Ryan pulls it into the pits, and he's probably done for the night. That's going to move everybody up a spot. Joe Fierro up to 3rd. We'll see if Joe does a drive-through. It's going to put Jeff Wyatt up to 4th. Greg Prochnow moves up to 5th. They were running clean there for quite a few laps. Don't know if that was contact or just lost it. From previous experience, I would say it was probably contact, but I don't know. I'll have to catch that one on a replay. Bo does not come into the pits on that lap. Eddie Campbell out front, stretching that lead out, making it bigger and bigger. He's catching up with some lap traffic now. He's got Doug right in front of him. Matty Parker. Did I say Matty Campbell? I keep calling him Matty Campbell. Matty Parker out front. The 13-second lead over Alex Good. Alex followed by Joe. Joe followed by Jeff Wyatt, followed by Greg Prochnow, Michael Mooney, Josh Emerson, Sean Williams. Aunt Karen moves up to P9. Jeff Peters in 10th. Doug there in the 23? He is. Doug in the 23 car, who is sitting currently in 11th position. We're on lap 14. Leader's on lap 15. The leader's right behind him. 19 total we're going around here. So only 5 more to go. Oh, and Doug goes wide, lets him go. Leader has passed. Doug now 1 lap down. And now he's going to set his sights on Jeff Peters. But that's a gap. That's a 21-second gap between Jeff and the leader. So that might not be easy to overcome here. He's probably going to keep the top 10 on the lead lap throughout the race here. 48 still did not pit, so he must not feel that was contact. 199, Matty Parker out front. And he's followed by second place Alex Good. In the Ferrari. Followed by Joe Fierro in the BMW. Jeff Wyatt in another Porsche. Michael Mooney in a BMW. Josh Emerson in the Mercedes. This battle here for P7. Josh Emerson trying to hold off Sean Williams. Sean will race you hard. Sean will try everything he can to get by, but he will definitely race you clean. I've raced many, many laps against Sean. An excellent driver. Really excellent racecraft. Doesn't push it. And races clean with everybody. He does get a run, and then Josh goes off into the grass. Josh coming over to block the position. Looks like he managed to stay out in front. That was close. When you go off into the grass a little bit, your car does slow down slightly, so Josh got some horsepower behind that Mercedes, depending on how he's got it set up. Sean right there in tow, trying to keep the battle on. Josh able to hold the position, not letting that one go. As we're coming up to the final couple of laps here. See if anybody's got any last minute moves up their sleeve. Matty out front by a whole bunch. unless he has a problem. He is currently on lap 17 of 19, coming around into turn 7. And unless he has an issue, he's got this one well in hand. That looks good in second place. 7-second lead over third place Joe Fierro in the 48. And Jeff Wyatt another 10 seconds behind. So the field is spread way out now. And trying to get to the end of this one without too many more incidents. Oh, Greg Prochnow is caught up with Jeff Wyatt here. Yeah, Jeff Wyatt, this is for 4th position. Greg trying to salvage some points after his earlier error in this race. Trying to see if he can get one back. Now, they've only got two more to go, 18 and 19, 2 to go this time by. I think I remember Jeff Wyatt saying he was running a high downforce setup. Greg is not. But look at that. Greg cannot gain down the straightaway. He pulled out from the draft maybe a little early there. Oh, moving out. I don't know what's going on with the old phone now, but it was trying to do a voice capture and a text message to somebody. The thing's got a mind of its own. I'll tell you what. Greg Prochnow does make it past Jeff Wyatt. That's for P4. Greg moving up the field. He's got one more lap to go after this one's complete. Matty has this one as he goes across the line. I believe one more time around. Can't see. Oh, yeah, 2 minutes on the timer. He does have one more time around. Lap number 19. This is the white flag lap. He is followed by Alex Good in second spot. Joe Fierro in third. Greg Prochnow in fourth. Followed by Jeff Wyatt right there. You can see them together in fifth. Mooney has pulled back up to P6. Josh Emerson in P7. And he is still being tailed by Sean Williams, as they are now coming across the start-finish line here on this long straightaway. Will be their final lap. This is the white flag lap. Can Sean do anything about this on the final lap of the race? Sean peeking and poking, looking around the edges, looking around the corners, seeing if he can find a spot. So far, nothing. Josh holding on. Sean gets a good run coming out of 3. Can he do anything down through the S's? This is probably close to his last chance as they come down into turn 7 and 8. He gets alongside. Does he get the position? He does. Can he hang on to it? What a great move by Sean Williams on the final lap of the race. And that is going to be for P7 as Sean grabs that spot away. What a great move. Josh dropping back into P8 there. And, oh, Josh into the wall hard. Tries to push a little hard going through turn 10. doesn't work. He's going to keep it rolling. Hopefully he can get that thing to the finish line. He does have enough of a lead. He should be able to get that home and stay in P8, I believe. That's 8. Sean Williams did get by, although the scoreboard hasn't updated yet. Sean Williams in the 6. Comes down across start finish line. Should take that position away here and now for P7. There it goes. Josh Emerson moves into P8. Jeff Peters and Aunt Karen staying on the lead lap. He's going to finish this one up in 10th position. Ahead of Doug, Ryan, Uncle Don, and those that didn't start the race. Great job, everybody. Great race. Let's go back over to the lobby. See if we can catch these guys before they all bail. See what's going on.
That was fun. I really do like that track. We need to race here more.
Hey, everybody. Ron.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey,
Nice. A lot of action in there. That was crazy. Hey, everybody. There's a lot of action out there on the racetrack. It's hard to keep up with you guys. Nice job for Maddie taking that win. Nice job, Maddie.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
congrats, man.
Yeah.
Good
I had
job,
to get
man.
out of there. I knew Greg was going to be coming somewhere, so I was like, I had to hightail it and get out of there.
Yeah, and then Greg's head got in the way.
The steering wheel, the front tires, plenty of things.
Oh, there was all.
Oh.
Yeah, there was
I
all kinds
stuffed
of.
up. Well, I stuffed up in the sprint. I got a slowdown in the sprint, so that screwed me over. Because it was
Yeah,
early in the race, it was like a 2.2 second slowdown.
Yeah, that was running away. Nice job. Alex took in P2 on that one. Good job, Alex, kicking off from that front row start and managed to make it stick there and held on for P2.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I think last time East to West was here, I didn't have Ferrari, so a little bit different, but seemed to suit the track well for my driving style.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
well
good
done.
job. Yep. And I think he's not in here right now. I think number 48 there was in P3 at the end of the run. Greg managed to squeak his way back up there to 4th.
5th.
Fifth.
Yeah,
got-
5th. My force feedback went out on the last lap, and
Oh, okay.
While he was pulling over diagnosing, I
Yeah.
got by.
Oh, you
Oh,
snuck back by. Okay. There you go. Good move there, Jeff.
Yeah, but my crew
Yeah,
chief was like, "Oh, nice pass." I'm like, "Dude, he's pulled over. He broke."
I think Joe Fierro got 3rd.
Yeah, that was Fierro.
Yeah, it was Joe.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of his name.
I'm here.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, it's a good race. I had a pretty good battle with Ryan. I was looking at the reply, but it looks like he got too close. Couldn't go anywhere, so we touched.
Yeah.
And that messed up his race. But it was a really good battle with him, though.
We'll have to have race control look at that one, Joe.
Yeah.
tight racing all around. You guys had a lot of good battles out there. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was really good race.
Hey, Joe.
All right.
I'm
See you later,
sorry.
guys.
I'm sorry. Ron,
Yeah, I'm here.
could you drag me up into a private channel really quick? I've got a question to ask you that I don't want to ask you.
On the air?
It's nothing bad. It's clarification. I just want to ask it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the stream down here, and I'll be right. I'll go up in the booth. Why don't you jump up if you can see the broadcast booth? I'll be up there in just a minute.
Okay.
I don't know if you can. That's where I'm headed. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll catch everybody in a minute. I'll drag you up there if you can't. So we'll get it.
Is that Big Wizurd TV?
Yeah, Big Wizurd TV. I'll be right up there in a minute.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for a great race and having fun. We'll be back here in a few minutes, probably about 10, 15 minutes for the GT3 challenge. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, Ron. Have a good night.
I gotta fix the monitor here. Hold on. I can't. This is so hard to do. All right. And we're out. Not yet. How come I'm not out?
Let me get out.
Hello?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta